Hello and welcome back to Simple Ground for the Ash Sifter Part 2. Here we're going to see the sifter in action. I use this sifter to sift the charcoal from the ashes that are left over. My fireplace leaves a lot of charcoal. And then you can use the straight ash for whatever you want to use straight ash for. Before we get too far, I want to explain my buckets here. You know, hot coals can stay hot in a pile of ash for a long time. So I start out by putting them in this metal bucket here, and after a week or so, I transfer them to a plastic bucket. And then I can store them in the plastic bucket until we sift it. Now that can be quite a while, but I always start out in this metal bucket just so I don't start any fires or melt anything or whatever. It can stay hot for a long time. Well, alright, here we go. So the best thing about this bucket system that I came up with is they fit together. You see how nice that looks? This way I can contain a little more of the dust and the mess. You'll see that it's still quite a messy process. Alright, let's give it a go. I'm going to start out by dumping a little more in than you'd normally dump. Let's just give it a really good try. Now it's just as simple as you'd expect. You dump it in and shake it out. The buckets don't stick together. Let's speed this up a bit. You might have noticed that I'm doing a voiceover here. Most of my audio wasn't very good. So I'm doing you all a favor and re-recording all the audio. Alright, all sifted here. Take a look at the charcoal. This is pretty good for reburning in a lot of applications. I'm going to use this stuff in my forge. Go ahead and hit the link if you want to see more about that. And here's the bucket full of ash. You can use this for whatever you want to use your ash for. Throw it in the garden or use it to make some soap. You'd be surprised what you can do with ash. Well, that's my video. Thanks again for watching. If you noticed, I'm pretty dirty. It's kind of a dirty job. Make sure you have that in mind when you get started. Click around on some of my other videos while I do a dirty dance. You can click to see how I made this sifter. As always, thanks for watching. Feel free to subscribe, like, or even add a comment below.